M0FXB, welcome back to my Mazzy dog walks. You can see her in the distance. It's okay, very typical British weather for March. Anyway, let's talk about ham radio repeaters, but instead of ham radio repeaters in the sense of a big mast on a hill retransmitting your signal, let's talk about ham radio gossip repeaters. Because when you get as many messages that I get every single day, probably 200 messages a day, and I try to read every single one, you start to learn how many people, and this is the minority, yeah, a very small percentage, but you start to realize that a lot of people are just repeating gossip. So I'll do a video on a certain radio and they'll come back and go, oh yeah, that radio's deaf. They're just saying it because they heard it. Someone said, like the AOR DV10, that's a really common one where people will say that. Each radio tends to have a gossip line that people are repeating. It happens all the time. Then you've got the ones where I'll do a video on a radio packed with features. The radio might only cost £20. Then they'll say, oh yeah, but it doesn't do, and they'll say something that you'll get from a high-end £500, £1,000 radio. Oh, but it doesn't do that, it doesn't do this. Even though sometimes these radios are literally delivered for £20 because they can't help themselves. Are you one of those people? You watch a video, you read a message, and all you're doing, instead of taking in all the good bits, and especially with some of these Quashangs, Bofangs, the new ones that are coming out, which are really amazing value for money and packed with so many functions that you will never use those functions, yeah? But instead of watching and learning and seeing all the positives, they just want to say a really bad thing about the radio. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's Chinese junk. I mean, that's such a... Oh, Mazzy's found a ball. She always finds balls. The Chinese junk sentence is such nonsense. Go and look inside your house. Pick up your toaster and your microwave and your TV and you'll see that probably 3/4 of what you own is made in China. Even if you bought it in the UK, these people are buying stuff from warehouses and it's been shipped from China. Where something is made is not what defines its quality. Its quality is how is the company making a good product, yes or no, or are they making a product that fits the budget for people that want to spend a low amount of money or a high amount of money? You know, that's what defines a product, not oh, it's made in China. Yeah, not another often one I get asked is, does that radio do scramble? You know, does it do scrambler or does it scramble? No one ever uses it, but they ask it all the time. Can you open the TX on a radio? So you'll get, I've done videos on radios where every band is available. You can transmit on every band. I'm not saying I approve of that, but it's that kind of radio. And then someone will drop a message saying, can you open this radio up? They're just literally repeating a line that everyone says, can you open it up? And then you've got the people that can't wait. They sit on a repeater and they cannot wait to tell someone they've got bad audio. They can't wait, yeah? Are you one of those people? Are you one of those people that just sits around listening on your radio all day and you cannot wait to annoy someone or give out a negative comment? Because if you are one of those people, you can't be a very happy person. Because one thing I've learned in life is you have to always stay positive and friendly in every aspect of your life, and you will get that come back to you. You'll get positive and friendliness come back to you. So are you a ham radio repeater gossiper, repeating quite, you know, reputation damaging technical information because you've heard, because someone said it to you? Third hand, fourth hand, fifth hand. Are you a ham radio gossiper? Are you that person? Because that's not what I do. I never ever look at a radio and go, oh, well, it's this, it's that, and the other, because so-and-so told me. I use it, I test it, like with the harmonics one. It's a really common question. What about the harmonics? Now, these budget radios, like the Bofang UV5, they've been selling for, is it 30 years now? a long time, and they've always had bad harmonics. But people cannot wait to get on when they've just spent £20 on a radio and go on about the harmonics. It's not the harmonics aren't important, but there are people that are paid to police, let's use the word police, the wrong word, what is sold in the UK. Yeah? People get paid to do that. It's not your job, because someone said it to me the other day. Oh no, as a ham radio operator, it's our job to make sure that... No, it's not. No, it's not your job. Yeah? If you want to get a radio and check the harmonics and send that information to an important, I don't know, a responsible official body, fine. You've helped. Going on the air and just... or sending messages to people saying, oh, bad harmonics, when you're testing it with a harmonics tester that costs £80 on AliExpress. Nah, you're just wasting your time. So I see all these ham radio operators, and I've got one with the tiny G, ultra tiny G, doing all the harmonics tests. But let's face facts, the equipment they're testing it on is some of it's 40. I've seen it. The smaller ones are 40 quid. Do it properly. If you're going to do it, go and buy a proper, expensive £2,000-3,000 harmonics testing equipment. Make sure that the conditions that you set up regarding antenna and ground lane and ground plane, and there's so many factors, do a test properly. Then tell me the harmonics are bad. Don't show me your crappy little 50 quid tester and then act like you're this amazing responsible person who cares about harmonics, because I just think it's ridiculous, to do it that way myself. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Just gossiping myself. More gossip. 7-3.